Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com, and I well, moving a little bit at a time. I'm trying to change my routines on how to do things, and so didn't take the motorcycle. I've been on the motorcycle for for months now, and now I'm changing it. Rex seems to enjoy the change. The one thing that I don't remember about the motorcycle is no comfort. This is something I've been riding motorcycle since I was 12, 13 years old. And so I never thought about comfort. And but boy, it's nice. It's nice not to have the wind blowing and traffic all around you. You have to be ready all the time for anything. And with Rex, it's not easy with the dog on the motorcycle. This is why you don't see people doing it. It is a skill. Like I say, as I lived in Central America, I had a dog just about the whole time riding on the motorcycle with me. And because I use them for self-defense type reasoning. And this is what I'm doing with Rex. Oh, Rex, what are you doing? Hey, what are you eating? Rex is eating on something. But what I'm doing is I've got to get in new habits, and that's what I'm trying to do, is figure out all this stuff, and so I can get ready to go on the road. I'm expecting the middle of let's see, this is October, so probably about the middle of this month. That'll give me a couple weeks to start to adapt to the car and figure out how I'm going to travel with the car. But that gives me some time to get ready. And so I'm going to run around. At first, it'll just be out and then come back and then go out. And how many days, I don't know. Because I'm going to go see people. One thing I've noticed, people don't talk. It's hard. People agree that this nation is screwed up. The politicians have really messed it up. And we're talking your community politicians, the city, the county, the state, and they're getting worse. And everybody agrees with that. They don't say nothing about it. It's hard to have discussions. But when I go visit people, they open up and we can talk. And that's what makes me realize, well, we're not the only ones, And because we're censored on what we can say, talking about that kind of stuff, there's all kinds of things. They're limiting us. And I don't understand. For me, I can't talk about it because it'll cut me off on YouTube. But I do say a lot of stuff, and because it's not right, and you have to understand it's not right, and so I've been closer to my kids, and that's because their kids, they're not right, and they're having problems, and that's with all kids. And I don't know if I'm right on how I correct or not, but I know one thing. I don't treat them like wussies. I treat them like grown-ups, and that's one that's kind of rare. People tend to treat their kids like little kids, and I've always treated my kids like adults, even when they were little kids. You just have to know and understand their limitations, and you just kind of go along with it because they learn as they grow up, providing you treat them like that with respect, and you treat them like they're not idiots. And that's what I talk about is the schools. They treat the kids to make them stupid. They don't let them learn. They treat them in the thing like, okay, like the vice president. She talks to you like you're a stupid little kid. That's the way people treat the kids. They don't treat them respectfully. And respectfully doesn't mean kissing their butt. That means treat them like a damn adult. Don't be scared. You're not going to hurt their feelings. And even if you do hurt their feelings, they heal fast. Or they don't. They're wusses. And this is something that people got to get over. I treat people the way I want to be treated. And I don't treat them to keep them stupid, to keep them as a workforce. I treat them, and that's why you hear me talk about starting your own business. I'm trying to get people to think. To think. When you think, you can do stuff. What? 3-man militia, you got to think. You got to do things. The gold and silver. How to use gold and silver. You have to think. And you have to go through the actions of doing it. Health. Natural health. Not medicine. Not, what would I do? I'm sickly. Oh, yeah. Think about it. Educate yourself. That's what I do. I educate people. I tell them stuff. If I'm wrong, correct me. Everybody is different. They got their ways of doing things. That doesn't mean that they're right. That doesn't mean that they're wrong. But you need to hear all these other things, other options. But this is what I do when I travel. And talking about travel, because of the situation, if I go to Mexico, it will be with 1 or 2 others. We can have 1 or 2 people fit in that thing, and we can travel to Mexico. Hotels are really cheap. Everything is really easy going, but like I say, the situation is different. And so if I go, it'll be with somebody. And so if you're interested, you need to say something. Email me. Let's get something going. And a matter of fact, if you want to travel with me in the United States, it'll be the same thing. even if it's just a little bit. I say, I'm expecting to drive and drive and drive. I want to be getting all over, and that'll be through the winter. Like I say, I'm expecting things to get bad. I hate to say when, but it'll be before year's end next year. And I don't have much faith in the election. In some places, the election will be good, and in some places, the Democrats, they've got a system. The more they complicate the election, the more they got control of it. And so they're complicating it a lot. And so that's because they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. And so that's one of the things we're going to be working on when I'm traveling around. And we'll see how well the government, you see the law enforcement, not so much the police, but at the federal level, they're using intimidation on people a lot. Gun owners and political people. I mean, it is a third world country at the level of the federal level with law enforcement. Now the court systems, things aren't right. And there's ways to deal with it. We can't talk about it. I can talk about it face to face, but there's things we can do, we the people. It is our country. The government does answer to us. That's the Constitution. But you have to talk. That's the way you're going to learn. They're not going to teach you this stuff. They're not going to tell you what to do, because that involves them going to jail, losing their jobs. But anyway, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com.